Hi, my name is Peyton. Welcome to Elemental Presence. We created this space, number one. Number two, we did a warm-up, which can also be a complement to Qigong work as well. Then we did Surya Namaskar A, Sun Salutation A. Then we did Surya Namaskar B, Sun Salutation B. Now I will show you Surya Namaskar C, Sun Salutation C. This is also a sequence that can be substituted just within a class to warm up the body as well. Traditionally, in more like hatha yoga classes, you will see this sequence. However, a more vinyasa flow, power, or maybe longer classes where you go through warming up the body extensively, you'll see this probably towards the end of a warm up or whenever you are moving into your cool down phase, as it's not as intense as B, or is it as intense as A? Sometimes this can also be alternated after A doing C and then to B, as it's a nice little moving upward, forward into a more active sun salutation. So you can use this however you would like, but this is slightly less active to be, and it's best to move into your cool down practice where you would be doing a moon salutation or moving down closer to the floor. Anyways, let's get right into it. Start into Tadasana. So what I'll be doing, guiding you through the flow 1 to 2 times, all right? And then for we'll do it 1 time, and then the next 2 times will just be with breath to movement, all right? With no explanation of the postures, all right? Tadasana. Nice and relaxed. Inhale, lift. Hands mindfully touch. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift, flat back. Exhale, forward fold. Hands come down to the earth. We step the right foot back. Adjust your stance. Lower down that right knee to the earth. Inhale, lift up. If you want a little bit more of an active, you can always lift up into a high crescent lunge versus a low crescent lunge. So here, but really press that knee right in alignment with the ankle and squeeze the glutes, squeeze the core, and really sink into the back leg. So that equal and opposite force within the legs, sensing a stretch within the hip flexors. Lifting in, up. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Lower down. We then step back, high plank or plank of your choice. Shift forward, chaturanga. Inhale, lift upward facing dog or cobra. Tuck the toes, down facing dog or child's pose. And then this time, we'll inhale, lifting that back leg. Exhale, knee to chest. Actually, we'll lift, sorry about that. Inhale, lifting that right leg up. Exhale, knee to chest, planting that right leg. Lower down that left knee. Inhale, lift. Tucking those toes. High crescent lunge if you would like, or low crescent lunge. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. And exhale. Framing off that front foot. Step back. Downward facing dog. Inhale. We're going to shift forward, lower down. Inhale. Exhale, tuck the toes, downward facing dog. Inhale, gaze in between the hands, gently walk forward. You can either exhale, heel, or you can continue to inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale up. Hands mindfully touch. Exhale, hands to heart center. All right, so you want to have the chaturanga equal on both sides. So here's a little bit of a tip. Whenever I do my forward fold, I step back with my right. Inhale up, exhale down. Chaturanga, shift forward, lower down. You can also lower the knees to where we lower chest and lift up. Downward facing dog. And then we bring that right foot forward. Lift up, right, down. We step back. Chaturanga, upward facing dog, downward facing dog, right? So you can play with it however you would like, but that's really how it should go. I know I slightly messed up there, but it doesn't matter. As long as you equal both sides, that's the key. You can do any of these movements however you would like, whatever your intuition calls forth, but just make sure you're balancing both sides. All right. So let me guide you through it one more time, not as extensively, and then we'll do 2 times with just breath to movement. All right. Okay. Tadasana. Inhale, hands up, mindfully touch, gathering that intention. Exhale, clear, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift, flat back. Exhale, forward fold, and we move into our stepping back the right foot into your low crescent lunge or high crescent lunge. We inhale up and exhale. We frame off that front foot. Step back, high plank or lower the knees. Chaturanga. Inhale, cobra, upward facing dog. Exhale, tuck the toes, downward facing dog. Inhale, lifting that right leg up. Exhale, knee to chest, planting that right foot in between the hands. Lower that back knee or lift into a high crescent lunge or low crescent lunge. Inhale, exhale, rim off that front foot, step back, chaturanga, high plank or lower the knees in chaturanga. Inhale, lift, upward facing dog or cobra, tuck the toes, downward facing dog. Inhale, gaze in between the hands, gently walk forward. You can either exhale or move right into inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, reverse swan dive up, gathering your intention. Exhale, hands to heart center, moving into Tadasana. All right, 2 times, breath to movement. I'm not going to cue the exhale from the downward facing dog Whenever we step forward from downward facing dog. Sometimes also I'll say exhale and then inhale. In this round, or these next two rounds, I'm just going to cue the inhale, as that's really properly how it should be done. All right, so it'd be walking forth, inhale, exhale. All right, breath to movement, 2 rounds. Surya Namaskar, C. Inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale, just one breath, exhale, continue to exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale, continue to inhale, exhale, step back. Inhale. So we're in downward, just move to downward facing dog. Inhale, gonna lift that right leg. Exhale. Inhale. So we're in low crescent lunge. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, continue to inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. All right, now I butchered that one a little bit. No worries. I have grace on myself. One more round. And just as a reminder, these are more instructional videos, but I'm going to make 3 videos where it's just breath to movement for 3 rounds. All right, and I'll make sure it's free flowing, so you can just practice with me at that point. All right, that's for later. Let's do one more round, just breath to movement. Inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale, continue to exhale, inhale, exhale, continue to exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale, continue to exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale, continue to inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. There you have it. Surya Namaskar is C. Sun Salutation C. So again, these are more of an instructional videos for the warm-up, well, clearing the space, the warm-up, yoga warm-up, as well as the Qigong. Then we did Surya Namaskar A, Surya Namaskar B, Surya Namaskar C. I will be making 3 additional videos, just breath to movement, at a later time, to where it's just us practicing together with just guiding breath to movement, and there won't be any errors within the video. But that's part of giving yourself grace, right? And non-attachment and constant impermanence, part of yoga philosophy and life in general. All right. See you soon. Bye for now.